Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Innkeeper, and today I would like to welcome you all back to Prison Architect Megamax Season 2. I guess not really welcome back to Megamax Season 2. Welcome back to the Megamax. This is great. Look at this. The frame rate is so much smoother. There must be an extra sort of 30 to 20 frames in comparison to what I previously had when I finished off the Megamax series. This is great. Just gliding my way through. There are so many people in this particular zone. What's going on? I can't imagine this save is 100% compatible with the version of the game right now, which I believe is in the, well, version 2 or something. Does that make sense? Season 2, version 2, Megamax 2. There's a big trend right now with the number 2. I'm not sure if you're realizing this. There we are. So that's what, well, okay. Already we found contraband. Oh, more contraband. Okay. The prison is working flawlessly, as you can clearly tell. So what we're going to be doing is selling off our prison and hopefully starting ourselves off on a Megamax V2. It might end up working out a little bit more than this mess. I was so proud of this when I finished, but now that I'm looking at it with unglistened eyes, this just looks like a complete mess. There's unfinished parts. I mean, those unfinished parts were mostly for the people that wanted to expand upon the prison if they were to download it, which I might add, you still can. I might end up, I should remember to leave a link in the description, but that might end up happening. So here we go. I don't want to sort of go on with this. I'm also at day 200. Tell you what, we're making a lot of money with this place. There seems to be a decent amount of prisoners that can be put in. Okay, I guess I'm slightly proud of the place. I am slightly proud with it. I mean, we can just look at its daily runnings right here. It seems to be running very smoothly. There's a lot of people right here in the little area. I've done a little bit of extra research. It has been a year since I've played Prison Architect Megamax, so I'm going to be a little bit rusty, I won't lie to you. But I've looked up, you know, tips and tricks, all that fun stuff. Looked through the old series and just... Oh, great. Oh, 2 deaths. Oh, this is definitely the Megamax. Why the hell are you in here? Oh, this is new. Search cell. Rap sheet, okay. Slightly different. A little bit unclean. I don't know about that. Everything does seem to be a lot sleeker. Even the menu. Wow, there are a lot more rooms than I remember. Wait, no? Okay, I think it's just because everything's scaled down ever so slightly. Dormitory. I can't remember that. Dormitory. A variable sized room for housing multiple prisoners. The bigger dormitory, the more prisoners it can house. We should use a dormitory. Oh, that'd be a great idea. No, it wouldn't. Because the Megamax. Okay, we need to go... Like, there was one of the tips I read up that said it's a good idea to have a mix amount of different risk level prisoners. We're not going to do that. They're all going to be the highest tier you can get. I mean, even then, we should go for the sort of just utter legendary bastard tier. That's what they are. Legendary bastards. I mean, they're not really. They're disgusting, horrible human beings that... I mean, they shouldn't be called human beings. They're waste. Right here. They're going to be thrown into the Megamax. Because that's what we are. We are just a waste transfer station at the end of the day. Oh, it's so great right now. Just going through all of this. I need to remember the menus. How the hell this all works again. Like a death row. Oh, we could just accept death row inmates. That was... I don't think that would end well because, yeah, there's 0 available. So it has to be a certain requirement in order for that to take place. So we're just going to accept maximum... MaxSec. Cool. That's what we're going to end up doing. Remembering all this again is going to be very interesting. Can I rename prisoners? I know some prisoners come in with sort of interesting, goofy names. I imagine I can. Just sort of go into... I recall just having to double click on them, but now I've got to click on them and then click on the rap sheet. That really annoys me. I can't just sort of click through them. Shift click, control click, alt click, space. No, that just unpauses it. That annoys the hell out of me. What if I click on someone else while doing it? Oh, that's inconvenient. That's really inconvenient. I suppose if I just hover over them, but it just says, well, there you go, Paul Simpson. I'm mostly worried about their names. I've been in this for a bit too long right now. So their maximum, we've got Supermax right here. If only I could just take Supermax, because that makes sense. Supermax prisoners. Then we can punish them. But yeah. Anyway, we'll go through all this in the actual series. It's already been 5 minutes into the episode, but I imagine a lot of people are probably having a little bit of a nostalgia trip right now, just looking through the old Megamax right here, as you can clearly see. But Season 2 is on the way. It's only been a year. I did say it would eventually come back, and now is the time to do so. So let's just go ahead and sell our prison right here. Wait, what? Oh, no recent deaths. Right, I need to go back on our save. Bump. Right, okay, here we go. Just go on the save. That loaded so quickly, it was great. So we can sell our prison. I think... Is it cheaty? Not really. The whole point of the game is to make an okay prison, then sell it off, and then make an okayer prison, and then sell it off, and then make an okayer prison, and then sell it off. So that's what we're going to end up doing. So let's sell our prison for 2 million. Let's just say 3 million. I feel good about that. Now, another cool thing about the update is you can have different genders. Pretty interesting. We're going to stick to the men, though, and we get to have a different kind of warden. Oh, that's really interesting. So we've got the warden, the lobbyist, Rita, great. What the? J.W. Periwinkle. Oh, he sounds amazing. I might end up having Periwinkle, the pacifier, who looks suspiciously like the guy in Shawshank Redemption. What the hell? Saphira? Akhanov. I don't know. They all sound amazing. The warden doesn't seem to have anything going on. Halves the likelihood of receiving prisoners who are violent, lethal, volatile, deadly, or fighters. The lobbyist might be good for us because we are going for a predominantly Megamax or high-sec sort of prisoner type. We've got Rita, halves likelihood. I'm going to try and read again. This is not something I've done for a while. Halves likelihood of prisoners being stoical or fearless. Prisoners are suppressed twice as quickly. Great. Guard dogs have a 50% chance of fully uncovering any tunnels they detect. Reduces the overall temperature, of your prison, making your inmates less likely to cause trouble. Temperature? What? Okay, I guess that's a new thing. Get a small cut of the resale value of each piece of contraband found. Prisoners found with contraband will be fined directly from their savings. That is really interesting. Tell you what, though, I'm going to go for the lobbyist right here, who has the half the likelihood of receiving prisoners who are violent, lethal, volatile, deadly, or fighters. Having none of those traits would be fantastic for us, since that's usually the traits that comes along with having max-sec prisoners. However, I'm not just sure if having a max-sec prisoner pretty much just sort of makes his little bonus irrelevant. I don't know. We are going to have Fog of War. Just because it's cool to have cameras have some sort of use. Do I care about forests? Not really. They're kind of irritating. I would prefer to sort of get them out of the way with so I don't have to worry about them. Yeah, we'll keep them. It's a little bit of extra money, I suppose. Generate buildings, no. Failure conditions, yes. Gangs. Some prisoners will arrive with gang allegiances and will attack rival gang members on sight. Extra challenge. Oh, definitely would take that. Events. Causes events to occur during the game to keep you on your toes. Adds extra challenge and an element of unpredictability. Sure, I like that. Weather and temperature. Adds changing weather and varying temperatures to your prison, requiring you to think about heating. I don't know about this. Ah, it's a new mechanic. Screw it. Let's throw it in there. No unlimited funds. Enable tools and cheats. No funds. You will start with this much money in your bank account. Sell your established prison from the... Okay. And also we want to go for a large prison right here. So Megamax, V2, Season 2, 2. Lots of 2s right now. Fog of War, we will generate forests just for that little bit of extra income if it really matters. We will have failure conditions, gangs, events, and weather and temperatures. This is meant to be really hard, and I'm a novice. So this can only go well. And then, of course, we have the lobbyist right here. Although I would probably prefer to have J.W. Periwinkle right here, just because he sounds like an absolute legend. But no, that's not what we're going to be doing today. Let's play the game. The game. Already halfway through the episode, and we've barely started. Oh, okay. We've made it. Pause the game right now. So have I planned out my prison? No. Not even a little bit. I can't remember if I started off with this much space when I don't know. When I started off with this much space when I started it off. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about this game is that it's always off-center. So I've got to try and get the middle again. And that when I tried to do that last time, it didn't really work out. So let's just go down the foundation. Is it a foundation? Or should I just sort of quickly grab dirt? Just so I can get a good idea of... That's not really going to work out, is it? I may as well just sort of make a wall and then delete the wall. If we go for like concrete wall. This is the corner of the map. So if we go down from here... Oh, the game lets you go down as far as you want now. It used to limit you. Or at least to my knowledge, it used to limit you. Actually, I can't remember. I think mostly it's because I can't see what that number says down there. I'm like tilting my head. I'm not sure if you can tell. 158, I believe is what it says. So if we say that's 75. Game's paused right now just so we don't actually use up any money. Or at least it probably will. And then 75 up here. There we go. Then this is the middle. Sort of these 2 blocks right here. So we go up by 3, go down by 3. So this is the middle section. So let's just keep that in mind. So the door's going to be 2 blocks wide, and that's going to be our sort of entrance, I suppose, into the main prison. Is it going to be our entrance? Tell you what we should do is remove these rooms right here. I want to be careful because I don't know if it's going to remove that. We do want to have deliveries and rubbish pickup. But I feel like my entrance is going to be ever so slightly different this time around. Because I used to have everything in one big area. I like the idea of sort of having rubbish and delivery pickups in different zones now. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. And I'm still going to have my lovely, luxurious office section. That will probably be down here again. Or maybe I'll try... You know what? Up here to this, this season, up here. I feel like that's a good idea. Make things a little bit different, a bit more interesting. Really what I should be going for is like a concrete floor of some kind here. So if we just do this, let's just delete everything there, including the rooms. There we go. Just so I know what the center of the map should be. I think that's the center. I can't really tell from my eye hole right there. From my eye hole, can't really tell. So that should be where the road really comes up. So if we go back to our road, how far is this? 5 across? Ooh, no. That's not going to work out now, is it? Well, we're going to have to do 4 across. It's not going to look that great. If we do 4 across of our road, and then I think it's concrete tiles on the side. If we do that. So it's similar to what we have last time, where we just have this main road go into the sort of main square of the prison. It's actually going to be a square this time round, though. Oh, tell you what, we need to get our deliveries and that lot set up just so they have somewhere to go. Are we? They're people, yeah. Oh, something else to remember. They're people. Not sure if you noticed. We need to close intake for now. Good thing I remember that. I did write that down in my notes. I took notes. Yes, I did this. I did this. I made this. Let's go to rooms. Don't want any cells yet, most probably. We need to find deliveries. So we'll just put a 9x9 square right there of deliveries. Ooh. And there we go. Garbage. There we are. So that's good. Just have the game running for a second. We do need to remove some of these trees because they are in the way. I'm not sure how to do that. I think it's just bulldoze. No, it's not that. Walls? There's some sort of deforestation. Other than that, it may be just sort of dismantle. I don't know. It seems like a really tedious way of doing things. It doesn't seem to work half the time. Or at least it's a bit slow. Oh well. So here we are. All of our workers are here. All ready. Getting rid of some of these trees. Just the way I like it. A little bit of early morning deforestation never hurt anyone. All of our materials are coming in. But I think they're all the materials that were sort of requested previously. Oh no, of course, for our new road. So we're getting the road sorted out. Kind of annoyed that I can't put any of these lines in the middle. But that's not really too much of a big deal. This game feels a lot slower. Even though I'm on the maximum speed. I think it's just because I have less workers. I can't really tell. What about in the main? Oh, that's really slow. May want to muck around with the speed up parameters there ever so slightly. Speed parameters! That is just taking the mick out of myself there ever so slightly. Right. Oh, that's a good point. I completely forgot about the length of the gates. Hold on a sec, we need to pause, because this is very important. I hope they're not 5 across. Oh, they're 5 across. How do we rotate? Is it R? Oh, no. This is the main problem I have, is rotating stuff. I recall it being... Shift? What the hell's control just stops it from existing for a while. Well, it is 5 across, which does make things a little bit interesting. I think it's actually 6 across. And I just need to try and remember what my rotate tool is. Game, help me out here. What is rotate? I should have... What the hell? Great. Okay, apparently you can no longer rotate the gates or something like that. I can rotate everything else, just not the gates. That's a little bit interesting. So I suppose that doesn't really matter now. But it doesn't make it any less annoying. So there we go. Oh, bunk bed? Oh, that's really cool. So we can have bunk beds. I'm not sure if we are going to have bunk beds. We could. I'm sort of... I want to go for the... If we go over here... The dormitory kind of design instead. I mean, before we just had a bunch of cells. But I sort of want to try out these different room types and setups. So we got a few ideas running around the old noggin. Mostly, though, today... It's just sort of trying to get the entrance sorted out. And I hope... I don't want to go for something that's too similar to what we made before in the Megamax. So I'm just trying to think what is the best thing to go for. Obviously. I can reiterate for you if you really wish. This... Well, yeah, we should have the main gate still. The sort of similar design. So this can be the main area where we drop off the prisoners. So if we go ahead and get ourselves the... We go over here. The road gates again. If we have one right here, and another one right here. This can be sort of our little square right here, where we can have a decent amount of space to store our prisoners. And then from there, we can go ahead and have our... Do we want concrete walls? That's a good point. Concrete walls to start off with, because I don't really want it to be a room. It's very important to know what we really want here. Maybe a brick wall instead. Of course, we probably do want to go for the perimeter walls. Oh, we probably do, don't we? Like some really badass looking perimeter walls around the outside. Sort of along here. Whoa, what's going on there? That's an interesting look. Doesn't really... Something's not going very well there, though, which is a bit interesting. I wonder why. Is it because the... Actually, I have no idea why. I'm interested to see what perimeter walls are really like. For some reason... Oh, they take so long to build. They're very expensive. Oh, they look really cool, though. We have to have perimeter walls. They just look so good. Although the perimeter walls here should really be towers. So if we get rid of this point, get rid of this corner as well. Okay, just got rid of everything. Great. Didn't want to get rid of everything, but that's okay. And then from here... Do we want them to be towers? I kind of do. Because I'm pretty sure you can get guard, like another kind of guards. Of some sorts. I could say guard a few more times if you want. I just had a little bit of a brain fart right there. It's fine, don't worry about it. That's a good point. We want towers in here as well. Oh, we're going to start looking very similar to what we had before, aren't we? This is what's going to end up happening. And how do we do it? Sort of... I mean, really, we want these rooms to just be concrete rooms, but don't we? In fact, that's a good point. Do we even want them to be rooms? We can't make perimeter walls. So building wise, concrete. It would have to be 3 by 3, similar to what we have right here. I think I'm okay with that. Sort of perimeter walls mixed with concrete towers. That's not right at all. Now that is. There we go. Do you want to do the same thing over here? This is a little bit of a blind spot, because I'm not sure if I'm going to expand in this direction or just have everything around here. I mean, before I did have a section over here for my death row inmates, but I probably won't end up keeping with that particular kind of design. Also, I don't know how far my road should really go. I kind of like the idea of having it sort of meet up in the middle right here. And then we have a lot of space around. But then again, it just sort of changes the design around ever so slightly. And I like the idea of doing that. So we've got these separate sections on the bottom right here. Although, of course, we do need to have a section right around here, which is going to be our administration area.